Welcome back to St Albans Reserve. Quarter time in the 2009 Geelong District Football League Grand Final. East Geelong 4-2-26, leading Bellpost Hill 3 behind. 2 goals to Pat Hoey, 1 each to Adam Scrobelack and Ryan Coy for the Eagles. And Bellpost Hill yet to get off the mark with goals in the first term. Jake, how'd you see the first quarter?
Well, it was pretty even to start with, to be honest. Bellpost Hill started pretty positively and they looked to have the momentum, even though they didn't have the breeze to assist their forays forward. But East Geelong were able to survive that patch, and Bellpost Hill didn't really capitalise on that. And soon after, we saw East Geelong take full advantage of that wind, and they kicked into an open forward line on many occasions. And even though Scrobelack only kicked the 1 goal for the quarter, it was sort of his presence of being able to clear out the forward line, allowing everyone else to run in. And we saw Pat Hoey bow up for 2 goals when he hasn't spent too much time up forward this year, I wouldn't have thought, and he's proving to be a vital link in their side so far. And I suppose you'd expect that, as we said, that this was probably a 4+ goal sort of advantage breeze down the southern end of the ground, and East Geelong have done that. They've kicked 4 goals, but I suppose both sides can take something out of this quarter. But throughout the year, I suppose sides that have had big quarters have always been hard to beat. So the onus will be on Bellpost Hill this quarter to get as many goals as they can, because we all know how vital that breeze and a good start can be.
I wonder whether Adam Scrobelack, the coach of East Geelong, might actually be saying that they wasted it a bit by kicking it as long as they did, because they did just bomb it in sometimes, and he didn't have many around him. Yep. He's probably telling them at the moment too, against the breeze, to go to the outer side. We've seen that for a couple of weeks, haven't we, in the other finals games?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to change very much at all, and don't be surprised to see Adam Scrobelack at the same end of the ground. I reckon he'll be that loose man in defence, and he'll just float across. Bellpost still would have known that this would have happened, and hopefully they've got something in place to go short of him or carry the ball up to him and go over the top, because I think if they let him dictate his space back there, then he'll just hold him up time and time again. And he's a great user of the ball for a big bloke. He takes a good strong mark, and he won't be afraid to go back with the contest with the ball. So it's going to be interesting, and it's good to see that country football's alive, Jake. It's a big, huge crowd, and as we said off air, probably haven't seen this many people at a game of finals football for some time. So it's very good to see, and we hope that the contest is equal to that at half time when the sides come together.
We see Adam Scrobelack on screen there going through his final scenarios with his coaching staff, and I would suspect it's got something to do with possibly playing the loose man behind the ball, but also possibly the Jake Bellpost Hill. They run the ball very well. Yep. I would suspect Rob May would be saying, don't just bomb the ball long, but run the footy with the breeze and actually be able to use it effectively.
Well, that'd be a big mistake if they just start bombing the football forward, because we all know Scrobelack will just go back and pick off those easy marks all day long. So, as you say, Bellpost Hill will have to be very methodical about the way they go forward.
Cal Lowther and Eric Nichols down listening to the coaches at quarter time.
Adam Scrobelack just said, don't shirk contests, make sure they use the football correctly, hit your targets, carry the football, but don't give handballs to guys who are under pressure. Just be smart with your ball use in general, and just lift the tackling pressure for this quarter. Eric, you went and talked to Robbie May. What did he have to say?
Robbie May, very happy with the first half of the quarter, not so happy with the second. Even though they're with the breeze this time, they're not to bomb it, they've got to use the ball, be hard at the football and mind your men.
So thanks very much, Eric. Back to you, Jace.
Thanks to Cal and Eric downstairs.
How about that? We were spot on, Jace.
Hey, how's that? Hey, don't bomb the ball. Don't bomb the ball, Rob May has said to his team. We'll see whether they listen to his coaching comments at quarter time. 4-2-26 East Geelong. They're leading Bellpost Hill 3 behind.
Scrob in the middle.
Scrobelack in the middle, having a run in the ruck, so that's interesting. Start of the second term here. 2009 Geelong District Football League Grand Final between East Geelong and Bellpost Hill. You're watching it live and exclusive on Channel 31, and it's Scrobelack and Venner. Venner gets it down in the first ruck for the second term. Scrobelack in there again, fighting hard for it, gives it away to Chamberlain, standing start. Liston was a standing start as well. Jennings tried to tap it on. Chamberlain in support, little left foot kick across the centre wing position. Sean Lewis leads Liston in the race of the footy and picks it up. Thought about the handball, now he gives it back to Gergich, who's a bit further up the ground in the second quarter. Goes along towards half forward. Kazina coming at it, Paisley against him. Kazina got hands to it. Second effort was to punch it on, close to the boundary line. Getting back there, Hylett got the handball.
He's been pinged.
He's been pinged for a throw.
Deliberate.
For deliberately out of bounds. So at 50, Bellpost Hill will take the free kick.
Definitely there, guys.
And it'll be Nathan Lewis, who, as you can see, is standing right next to the coach's box for East Geelong, right on the boundary line.
Robbie Cuttajar didn't do much there. He just handballed it straight out when he saw the Bellpost Hill players coming. Fair call.
The distance, he gets it towards the goal square. It's just fading away at the end. Jamie Pole can't take the mark, and it's through for 1 behind to Bellpost Hill side. They go to 4 behinds. And they trail East Geelong 4-2-26. Common Hotel second quarter scoreboard, a minute played.
So early stages, ball's kicked in by Hylett, goes short, and we'll find Oliver, who's just short of their centre half back position. Now tips the ball wide, and the direction from Scrobblake would have been to go there, and Paisley doesn't let him down, takes a nice one-handed mark. So Sam Paisley, who's probably first half of the season interrupted, I think, by injury a bit. Now back in their senior side. He was a good player last year. Kicks round the wing towards centre wing. Holds fine, chips in. Picked up there by Farah. Quick hands, releases Lima. Lima goes back into Sean Lewis. And this is in range. Loads up, goes long, and goes correctly straight through the middle. And that's Bellpost Hill. That's the start they were looking for. And we'll move them now to 1-4, trailing East Geelong 4-2. 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Coming to Fiend Hotel scoreboard.
As we said, guys, they kept East Geelong to a decent sort of score in that first quarter. Now this is the quarter that they need to stamp their authority on and kick as many goals as they can. And as you said, Dale, it's probably the perfect start from Sean Lewis. Hasn't been too lively so far in the game so far, but that goal on the run there from 50 will surely do his confidence the word of good. And I see him walking back to the centre of the ground now. So they've obviously moved him out of that deep forward position, and he's starting in the middle of the ground. So hopefully he can get his hands on his footy, because we all know that he's a very, very good player when he's on.
He's in there with Daniel Farah and David Holzfein and Venner. There's a free kick.
Yep.
And it's going to go to East Geelong. Has to come back to the big... Well, he thought about the play on the umpire, but it has to come back to the ruckman. It is Scrobblak, and he'll take the free kick for East Geelong. Left foot kick from the middle. Goes towards half forward. And mark taken. Good mark too. Brad
Strong.
Martin read it the better in front of McInnes. At left half back takes it for the Panthers. He's got Sean Lewis short. He's got Kazina on a lead. He goes in that direction. Nathan Lewis is there as well. Paisley, Scrobblak over the back, takes the mark easily.
Free kick.
Push, said the umpire. Kazina will take it on centre wing. He's got Venner running for him, close towards 50. He takes the mark, the big fella, against Katajar. Still 60 out from goal. The lead's on from Tar. He puts it up for him. He needs somebody over the back. Venner it is. He can't take the mark. His second effort was okay. His handball to Dino Hari in support. Takes the bounce. Draws a player. McElveny it is. Gets around him. Left foot kick outside 50. Sits up though. Firstland goes up. Can't take the mark. Josh Coy's there at half-back for East Geelong. Gets the right foot kick around the corner past Howie Gergich. Reads it the bet up. Settles things down for the Panthers.
Carter's
centre
all by
wing on the
himself.
other side.
Carter by himself in the middle of the ground.
So Gergich now goes further afield towards half forward. Venner. Scrobblak. Scrobblak taps it away. Sean Lewis in front again. Needs some support. Coming through also Alice. Handball to a standing start. Kavka wrapped up. Handball spilt free only as far as Hylett. Breaks free at 50. Goes a left foot kick towards the middle. It's good too to Oppenlander. He takes the mark and gets around Carter. Gets a Shepherd. Goes to the left foot kick wide. Looking for McInnes again. Martin used the body beautifully. They both fall over. It's going to be a foot race now. Sean O'Leary comes up from the half forward flank. Martin over the top of it as well. Sean O'Leary picked it up. Usually pretty skillful. Kick around the corner was great to Coy, who took the mark. Josh Coy. He plays on now. Bott right next to him. He goes to the right foot kick deep to the square. Bellpost Hill with two, but the one in the middle was the East Geelong player, and it's Closter, who has taken the mark right in the 10-metre square for East Geelong. And will have a chance to put his first on the board and the fifth for the Eagles.
Bo McNamara will be disappointed with that, because, as you said earlier, he's done the job on Closter pretty well so far today. And we've seen the last time these two sides have played, he's pretty much kept Closter kickless. So he'll be disappointed to let him slip like that. It's one of those fortunate things, but now Closter can go back, because we know he probably won't miss from here. He's one of those players that's just quality.
10 metres out, puts it through. Ryan Closter has kicked his first. And East Geelong go to 5-2-32. And they lead Bellpost Hill 1-4-10. Commoner Fiend Hotel. Second quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 5 minutes.
Well, we often say that it's not how you use the breeze, it's how you go when you don't have it. And I suppose getting that goal at the moment now, they're on an even keel so far in this quarter. And Bellpost Hill got to stop East Geelong's goals, because I suppose, although it's valuable kicking goals when you have the breeze, I suppose they're worth twice as much when you get them against them. So good start from East Geelong, and Ryan Closter just needs to get a few kicks, and then the confidence will be up, and we know how dangerous he is.
So Nathan Lewis is booked into the centre of the ground, so it leaves obviously another Bellpost Hill player around. There's a free kick being given. And
he's going to do the bounce again, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
I thought there was a free kick being pinged for someone else walking through the middle of the square there, but umpire with the ball once again. Fanning throws the ball in the air, comes down. Ruckman Scrobblak knocks the ball forward, picked up there by Oliver. Handballs out, only finds Nathan Lewis. He's taken off the ball, does well. Liston handballs out wide to Katajar. Sean Lewis arrives, takes the pressure off. Handball misses its target. O'Hara took his eye off the ball, didn't need to pick it up, but Howie, he goes in and claims it. Goes on the left foot, goes short. Chamberlain running through centre half forward, clean pick up, steps towards 50. Kicks in long, goes looking for O'Leary, got the space and the time, gets through the contest. Bott does well. O'Leary looking to handball out, players converge, and Brad Martin looking back at the umpire for a holding decision, but I don't think it's going to be paid.
Yeah, but the kick from Robbie Chamberlain just against the breeze, a lazy 55-metre bomb.
If he had had that cleanly, I reckon he would have only had a shot for goal, I reckon, but couldn't pick up the first one. So ball in the forward pocket. McGuinness doing the ruck work against Martin. Martin just happy to tap the ball towards the boundary line, let players get back, restock. Ball goes over the boundary line and will be thrown back into play once again.
East Geelong are doing well against the Breeze at the moment. Some of those flags are nearly coming off the poles on the far side of the ground. So
the ball's a big throw in by the umpire, gets to the back of the contest. Oppenlander runs onto it, goes back on his left side, straightens, goes back towards the goal, won't have the carry. Bot arrives. Oh, Closter nearly plucked it out of the air. Picked up by Josh Coy, stops, dribbles, and kicks round the corner. Josh Coy, he puts his name in the scorebook. His first goal of the afternoon, and East Geelong now 6 goals to 38. They lead a Bellpost Hill 1 goal 4-10. We have gone 7 minutes, second quarter. Coming to Fiend Hotel scoreboard.
The Coy brothers are all very dangerous at ground level there, and Bellpost Hill have learnt that the hard way. We've seen Ryan Coy kick a goal off the ground, and now Josh Coy's picked the ball up off the ground as well and kicked it through. And East Geelong have carried that momentum from that first quarter, and they're currently outplaying Bellpost Hill in that against the Breeze. And we saw in the first quarter, I suppose Bellpost Hill had that good first 10-minute patch of that first quarter, but they weren't able to kick a goal, and that's what's really hurting them now.
28 points of difference, 8 minutes into the second term. Scrobelak with the big left fist towards half forward, run onto it, and Oppenlander again with a left foot kick wide towards the flank. I don't think McInnes is going to be able to keep it in. It runs away from him, and we will have a boundary throw in left half forward for the Eagles, and it will be Martin and also McInnes do the ruck work. Big throw in again from the side. Oppenlander gets it. Left foot kick long towards the teeth of goal again. O'Leary pushes, uses the body, just got a hand to it but couldn't take the mark. And it's through for one behind to the Eagles. They go to 6-3-39. They lead Bellpost Hill 1-4-10. Common Fiend Hotel second quarter scoreboard. 8.5 minutes played.
Nice bit of carry on the kick from Oppenlander too. So it's obviously that shadow of the trees might be the way to go. Nice kick in by Lewis. Gets towards the big fella in Venner right in the point of the square, and he takes the mark, doesn't let him down. So Venner has the ball. Robbie May running past, providing the options. Goes in short, and again Sean Lewis leading up. Takes the mark in front of Howie. Handball again. Robbie May comes past. Goes in long. Goes looking for Pyle. It's a nicely placed kick.
Fantastic.
Pyle takes the mark. So good use there by Robbie May. Two nice kicks.
Absolutely.
Both presenting up the ground. So Robbie May has maybe ignited him. He's gone in short. Now he's an option if he wants to use him, Pyle, but Pyle has ignored that. He's going to load up and kick the goal himself. So the responsibility now falls with that player. Jamie Pyle comes in, crosses over 50. I wouldn't say it's a nice looking kick off the boot, but it's gone straight through the middle. So he's happy with it. So are the Bellpost Hill fans. They move their score now to 2 goals 4. They trail East Geelong at 6 goals 3, 9 minutes gone. Second quarter, Common Fiend Hotel scoreboard.
Yeah, great goal there from Jamie Pyle. We saw, as we said, he kicked 5 goals last week, and he's one of those players. He's not tall, but he's not short. And he's one of those mobile players that can take a strong grab and has an accurate kick on goal, and certainly makes the most of his chances. He'll only have 5 or 6 kicks for the game, but that always sort of ends up in a couple of goals for Jamie Pyle and Bellpost Hill. So he's someone they're going to have to look to find, because at the moment we've seen East Geelong pretty dominant.
Good to see the coach practicing what he preaches too, with the kicks down the ground.
Yep, very nice.
Found a couple of targets. Back to the middle, Scrobelak up against Venner. Umpire throws the ball in the air, favours Scrobelak. May tried to get it away, Liston did. Handballed it to Howie. Off the back end of the square, goes wide towards centre wing. O'Hara to run onto it for East Geelong. Sits for him. McElveen's going to be around him. He wraps him up. He drops it. Said the umpire, did he? Yes. Free kick to Bellpost Hill. Advantage paid. Sean Lewis goes long looking for Ellis. Takes the mark on half forward in front of Cody Watson. Now Tar gives him a lead up the ground. He goes in that direction now. It's going to be over his head. Primke to come at it. Reads it the better. Always had it. And handballs it to Scrobelak, who was directing traffic there for a minute, but he got it away quickly. Fantella on. Jennings. Fantella just on the ground. It'll sit for him, will it? Lima comes to it in support. He can get the handball away. Gets away. He does well. Little right foot kick. He's okay. Pisano takes the mark, 60 out from goal. He can play on, nobody's on the mark. He goes to the right foot kick, centres the footy to Tar. He's got a couple against him. Vetter, big thump away to the front of the pack. Chamberlain over the top, handballs it towards O'Hara and Watson. Watson waits. O'Hara lets him run onto it. And now Dean O'Hara runs away. 2 bounces.
Oh, look at
Gets
him go.
around Holes find on centre wing. 3 bounces. Still draws a player. Now goes with the kick. It's smothered though. The turnover could be crucial. May chips the ball back to Tar. Didn't panic. The big fella in the middle goes with the right foot kick. Inside 50. Looking for Kavga. Got 3 against him. Primke in front again. Takes the mark. Centre half back of the year in the Geelong District Footy League. And he gets it away by hand to Liston. On half-back, goes towards centre wing. Kick has just come in the field of play and now gone out. It will be a boundary throw-in at centre wing, western side of the ground.
Some telling marks there from Simon Primke, and as you said, he was selected as centre half back in the team of the year, and with good reason. He's been absolutely immense for East Geelong this year, leading that back line from the front.
Boundary throw-in, Gergich gets it down, thumps it 35 metres towards Pisano, runs off half-port, Kanajar got him high. Should be a free kick to the Panthers and will be. So, Anthony Pisano with the football. On centre wing. 2-4-16 Bell Post Hill. East Geelong 6-3-39. Been playing 12 minutes second term. Ball finally back with Pisano.
It's got Lima on short.
Gives it back to Robbie May by hand. He chips it short to that man in Lima. Takes the mark at half forward. Tar gives him a short lead. He goes longer though, looking for Kavka. He's still got a couple against him. Howie, was that a push? Said the umpire. Yes, it was.
Not too dissimilar to last week as well. Similar position.
Over the shoulder and Rob Kavka, who
Was there much in that?
hasn't kicked a goal yet. Will shoot for goal from 25 metres out directly in front.
Yeah, I think you might raise a good point there, Dale. It didn't look to be too much. Kafka's, I think he's just done the old run out, got in front of his man and stopped the lead on the tracks, and he's watched his defender plough into the back of him. And as we said, this is not a too dissimilar spot to where he kicked the match-winning goal after the siren against Thompson last week to get Bell Post Hill into the grand final.
Kavka comes in, right foot kick. Has put it through. He's
Same
pretty
result.
happy. So's the goal umpire, and Kavka has put his first on the board, the third for Bell Post Hill. They go to 3-4-22. They trail East Geelong 6-3-39. Common Affine Hotel second quarter scoreboard. 13 minutes played.
Now, I suppose it's pretty lucky there was a free kick there, but it's amazing what happens when you see that they've used the ball more methodically as they've gone forward. We said at the quarter-time break that they can't afford to bomb the ball in long, and we saw the occasions that they did do that. Primke was able to get back and take some strong marks, and the time that they've actually chipped the ball forward and looked for targets and found their way, it's paid off for them there, even though it was probably a lucky sort of scenario there when Kafka got the free kick.
Tar needs to get himself involved in that game.
He
And
does,
obviously,
doesn't
the
he?
winning conditions don't make it easy for a full forward, but the ball needs to be put out in front, and Kavka then had to stop and go back. But lucky enough to win a free kick. I don't know whether it's there, but the umpire says it was. So now the ball back in the middle of the ground. Scrobelak up against Venner. I don't know whether Venner's too keen to jump. He's a big fella, but Scrobelak gets over the top. Free kick's been given for a hold, and it's paid to, not too sure who the free kick's going to. David Holzfine is the recipient against Luke Cormack. So
How can he
here
call
he
from
is.
there? That's what I want to know.
The ball kicked in short, went very short. Mark taken by Sean Lewis. So Bell Post Hill playing a little bit better football now. This is what they did last quarter against them 2 weeks ago. Ball comes in wide. Grigic maybe gone forward, but ball not put in quick enough. I think that's what Brent Grigic was alluding to. Ball has gone over the boundary line, and now from the half-forward line, Bell Post Hill is attacking into the ground. An opportunity to again put some scoreboard pressure on. Scrobelak taps the ball back towards the boundary line. Picked up by May. Runs onto it. Has time to steady. Looks at goal. Kicks back to the square.
I tell you
Kicks
what.
to goal. Robbie May. Well done, Robbie May. He has been inspirational since he came on. Some good touches. 4 goals for Bell Post Hill. East Geelong still lead. 6 goals, 3. 14 and a half minutes gone. Common Affine Hotel scoreboard.
Well, Robbie May certainly had his doubters over the year. He had a leg injury and missed most of the season, and when he came back in, he wasn't too impressive, to be honest, but it's grand final day, and he's the coach of the side, and he's definitely stood up when it's mattered. We saw those succession of kicks before that set up Jamie Pyle's chance on goal, and then he's kicked a well and truly captain's coach goal, rather, from on the edge of the paint there, and that'll certainly lift his boys, and May's obviously been saving his performance till the big day when it counts.
11 points of difference, middle stage of the second term, back to the middle, Venner. Scrobelak stands his ground, Venner gets it down, off half forward Pisano, got one high, umpire said play on, falls into the arms of Scrobelak. Left foot kick out wide, Jennings to run onto it, can't take the mark, falls free, but he picks it up again, runs with the left foot towards half forward, over the back, Sean O'Leary, third in line, turns around, usually pretty good in this situation, keeps it low and has kicked the goal, and a quick reply for East Geelong, his first of the afternoon. And a 7th for the Eagles, 7-3-45. They lead Bell Post Hill 4-4-28. Common Affine Hotel's second quarter scoreboard, 15 and a half minutes played.
And I think that's the thing that East Geelong have been able to do all year. Whenever a side's been able to fire, put something on the board, East Geelong always seem to find an answer, and they've done there. They've responded to Robbie May's fantastic goal with a arguably even better one there from Sean O'Leary, who's been a instrumental forward over the years.
4 with the breeze, 3 already into the breeze. East Geelong, some good play.
Absolutely.
So back in the middle of the ground now, we've got Cameron who's taken over. Scroblack just having a rest on the bench. So it's Venner who's doing most of the work for the Belpost Hill side. Cameron's got a great jump and again up over the top. Got the first one down, then the collection comes in there, was by Luke Cormac, gets the ball, goes round towards Closton, the half-forward line, picks up, he goes backwards, finds O'Hara, he stops, he's dropped, he's tackled, ball comes out, not too sure how it came out, picked up by Holtzfind, who goes in towards the half-forward line. Oh, Grigic, lucky to get away with that. Kavka taps it back towards Grigic, has a player inside, and Ellis needs to step around, does so, needs the running player, here he comes from behind, that's Fantella, picks the ball up, he takes the mark just outside forward 50. So Adrian Fantella kicks the ball now, and it's fine. Justin Tarp. So Tarp has the ball, and he is going to kick from about 30 metres out. Acute angle, but this seems to be the favourite side to kick the ball from.
That's right.
So we're just looking now to Justin Tarp. Probably his first kick of the game.
It would be, yeah.
Oh, no, he got one through the middle of the ground.
First shot in, or first kick at
First shot goal, for sure. So Justin Tarp takes a few sideways steps, looks like a crab working sideways there, but he's got time, he's opened up the goal face a little, just needs to kick straight, ball's not in the right angle, it's going to go across the face, and we'll go through for a minor score. A usually reliable kick and goal, Justin Tarp, one behind, 4 goals, 5 now, Belpost Hill, East Geelong, 7 goals, 3, and 17 and a half minutes gone, second quarter.
Hylett kicks it in and has kicked it pretty wide. Finds Jennings though. Takes the mark and plays on. Backs himself. Gets around a couple. Then terrible kick. Sets Chamberlain up. Fantella tried to handball it, but only as far as Chamberlain. Got the kick away back to the middle. Tar now sits for him at the point of the centre square at half forward. Goes long towards Kavka, who goes up. Can't take the mark. East Geelong with the numbers, but Kavka does well. Handballs it back to Pisano. Standing start. Goes a little left foot kick back towards the hot spot. Coming out Venner. Can't take it with him. Hoey's there as well. He tries to tap it back only as far as the big fella Venner. He threw it away. The umpire said play on. Coy gets a little clearing kick to Cuttajar, who's in front. He takes the mark at defensive 50. Rob Cuttajar for East Geelong goes towards the centre. Over the back to the star. Takes the mark over the top of Jenkins. Plays on quickly. Goes towards the run of O'Hara and also McInnes. O'Hara to run on it. McInnes took the mark and played on. 45 metres and closing. Right foot kick towards Sean O'Leary. Goes up. Can't take the mark. No. Umpire says play on. He's got some support and he might need it as well. It comes to Oppenland. A left foot kick around the corner is disappointing. And out of bounds on the full Belpost Hill to take the resultant free kick.
Wasted opportunity there. I think it was Cameron that took the mark. They played on a run in.
Travis Fursland and Justin Oppenlander don't like each other. And Oppenlander's given away the free kick further up the field. So Fursland to take the free kick at half back for the Panthers. And 50 as well. So that's going to bring him up to the middle of the ground. So bit to say there, I'd say Justin Oppenlander.
Not necessarily. I think he might have been a bit frustrated there because East Geelong really should have kicked the goal.
25 has gone back.
So Fursland chips the ball towards Justin Tarp. Takes the mark in between half back and centre wing.
Venner's at full forward, guys. That's why Tar's up the ground.
Yep, having a run in the ruck, the big fella. East Geelong 7-3-45. Belpost Hill 4-5-29. He goes wide looking for Nathan Lewis. It just sits in the field of play, runs out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary throw in on centre wing. Western side of the ground, 16 points of difference in the grand final. We've been playing 19 and a half minutes in the second term.
Just quickly, guys, free kicks this quarter, Belpost Hill 7, East Geelong 0.
So there you go, all Belpost Hill. Now it comes from the ruck contest. Jennings did well, got the handball free to Watson, can't take it with him. Cormac on the ground, he can't pick it up. Over the top of it also was Holzfine, got it away quickly by hand to Jenkins. His handball was shuffled out of bounds and we'll have a throw in. So still on centre wing. Throw in for Tar and Cameron. Umpire throws it in, short throw in. Cameron from behind. Holzfine roved at the better though. Kicked it across half forward looking for Ellis. Watson on him. Ellis took the mark. He's got Nathan Lewis by himself at 50. And he's probably too slow now. He has to go to the lead of Venner. He goes in that direction now. The big fella puts his arms up and takes the mark against Venner. And will shoot for goal from 40 metres out. Slide angle the big fella.
Well, lucky he took that mark because Nathan Lewis wasn't too happy that his lead was ignored there. And luckily for Belpost Hill, Venner was able to take a strong mark and it looked like a good option in hindsight there, but the big fella, he's been instrumental this year for Belpost Hill. He's been a big inclusion. We all know he's a quality footballer.
So 40 metres out, Andrew Venner has kicked the goal. Good kick by the big fella. Has put it through. And Belpost Hill go to 5-5-35. They trail East Geelong 7-3-45. Common Fiend Hotel second quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes played.
As we said there, yeah, he's been pretty instrumental. That's his 22nd goal for the year for Bell Post Hill, and I suppose that's a pretty good return from a bloke that spends most of his time in the middle of the ground doing the rucking duties. We all know he can take a strong mark, and he's usually a pretty reliable kicker goal.
Also, guys, inside 50s this quarter, Bell Post Hill with 12 and East Geelong with 4.
Bell Post still don't have a lot of movement from those stationary sets, do they? Up, looking up the field, that next kick, there's just seems to be a lot of players just standing around calling the ball. So need to obviously work on that or get some run from behind just to create a bit of an option. But I'm still surprised that Scroblack hasn't gone back or put someone back into defence. But they're going all right at the moment. East Geelong, they hold a lead. Over the top, Cameron, down to Chamberlain. Chamberlain through the middle of the ground. Kicks in towards centre half forward. McGuinness just puts his Martin underneath the contest. Bott comes out well and traps it. O'Leary spins on his right foot. O'Leary kicks towards goal. Ooh. He's not celebrating, so it's only a behind. 7 goals for East Geelong, 5 goals, 5 Bell Post Hill.
Something we've seen there, that's the stats from Cal, they were absolutely heavily in favour of Bell Post Hill, the inside 50s and the free kicks and that. But we've seen that East Geelong has still been able to maintain. They've made the most of their chances against the Breeze.
Go on. Nathan Lewis, he plays on from full-back and kicks it long to Tar, who takes the one-hander, if you don't mind, against McInnes at half-back. So he does well, chips the ball over the top to Sean Lewis. Chamberlain has to make up a bit of ground, gets him over the shoulder. Probably a professional free kick at the end just to hold up play. And Sean Lewis will take it at centre wing.
Taste of the paint.
Yep. So it goes long towards Pyle and Venner on a long lead. Pyle goes up, can't take the mark. At the side of the pack, Lima got one high. The umpire said play on, and it will be held to him. So just at 50, it will be a ball up. Bell Post Hill into attack. 5-5-35. East Geelong 7-4-46 from the ruck contest. Goes wide. Jennings gets a clearing kick. Chamberlain got 2 against him. Sean Lewis coming the other way. Watson. Chamberlain's got to pick it up though. He does now. Now he handballs it out to Coy. Josh. He's going to be surrounded by Tar. He gets the handball further afield to Oppenland. It sits for him okay. On centre wing. Goes along the line towards half forward. Comes out Sean O'Leary, but Bott backs himself. Handball though. Great tackle. Umpire said he handballed it away. Now McInnes just looking for the safety of the boundary line. And he finds it. And we'll have a throw in. Left half forward flank for the Eagles into attack at the northern end of the ground.
Closter doing plenty of the 1%ers as well, which is always good to see from a forward line player. Makes a hell of a lot of a difference.
Good strong tackle.
So boundary throw in. Closter. McInnes is up, gets it down. Cuttajar tried to get it to Oppenlander. He's handballed to nobody in particular. Bott to run it, doesn't sit for him though. Coy, he ripped off the footy. Umpire says dropping the football. So Bell Post Hill with the free kick. Pisano gets the handball away to Sean Lewis. Under pressure, his handball's chopped off by Jennings. Nearly comes back to him. He's got Pisano in support. Left foot kick high to half forward. All Scrobelack takes the mark, the big fella. Handballs it away quickly to Ryan Coy. Gets a Shepherd, goes with a right foot kick back to whence it came. Oh, going up Oppenlander indiscriminately and has given away the free kick to Fursland.
Looks to be frustrated at the moment, Oppenlander.
Left half back, Travis Fursland with the free kick for Bell Post Hill.
Pisano around the boundary line, that's where his target is, that's where he goes to, and Pisano doesn't let him down, he takes the mark. So Bell Post Hill just pushing forward, 24 minutes gone, probably a goal or two short of where they want to be. The kick's short, Gregic, as he did last week, leads up well, needs to do more of it, but Scrobelack now's the next kick down in the hole. The kick goes in towards centre half forward, numbers with East Geelong, Scrobelack over the top, knocks the ball down, goes in and collects it. No, it's not, it's Mark Vetter's got the head over the ball. Oh, a bit slow with the release, but he gets it away to Scrobelack, and now player in Watson through centre half back, kicks the ball. Gain, Wynn keeps control of that ball, but it's picked up there by McGuinness. Goes over the top to Closter. He's tackled by McNamara, releases it, goes out towards McIlvaney. Needs to pick the ball up, has support. Jenkins behind. He kicks round the corner, goes towards the half-forward line. Kavka out by himself in front. Picks the ball up now, spins. Goes back long, looking for Venner. Nice kick. Oh, I think it's met its target. No, it's been called a play on by the umpire. He kicks round the corner. It has too much carry and goes out of bounds on the full.
It's always funny seeing Ruckman when they've been rushed. Venner had to get it onto the boot as quickly as he could, and a bit bigger drop than most other players.
Did well, the big fella. Probably a bit unlucky not to be part. I think there was hands on, but again, the umpire, good call. We'll give him that. I'm glad it's not windy here at St Albans today because we'd be out of the box. The ball kicked in by Mark Vetter. He goes long and wide, goes outside 50, but Dean O'Hara comes up and takes the mark. So O'Hara hasn't been at his brilliant best today, but he's getting plenty of touches. Now kicks the ball towards centre wing. Goes long, goes wide. McGuinness best favoured by that kick. It's a nice kick. Good mark. And McGuinness takes the mark. True centre wing.
Bit rough on O'Hara. I thought he's been pretty good so far.
Been caught a lot of the times today, though, I thought. So now McGuinness kicks the ball back in towards the half-forward line. Closter leads up. McNamara's there, knocks the ball down. Picked at the front of the contest there by Liston. Goes a long handball to Primke. A nice handball backwards to Jennings. Jennings now kicks the ball in. Goes towards O'Leary. Bott. Oh, O'Leary. Good body strength. It's been his bread and butter for, I reckon, 15 years. Sean O'Leary from 40 metres out, directly in front. Matthew Bott stands the mark. Sean O'Leary has one. Comes in now. Usually a nice kick of the football. Keeps it low. Drills it straight through the middle. Sean O'Leary, his second goal. The 8th for East Geelong. 8 goals for East Geelong. They lead a Bellpost Hill 5-5. 26 and a half minutes gone. Second quarter. Coming to Fiend Hotel scoreboard.
That'll be O'Leary's 12th goal for the year. He's only played a handful of games, as we must say. This probably be his 9th game for the season. But we all know he's a quality player. He, of course, kicked 102 goals back in 2002, so we know he can find the majors when he needs to.
So, free kick found in the middle, possibly. Don't know what's happening here. Umpire Parsons and umpire
having
McElhinney
a conference.
Having a conference. Nathan Lewis is getting a card, I think. Rob Cuttajar had something to say, and it's a red card, so he's off.
Oh, my goodness.
So he's off for the rest of the game, Nathan Lewis. And umpire Parsons has sent him off. And I think Rob Cuttajar's off as well, possibly. I don't know. The umpire's coming to see him. So Nathan Lewis off the ground for the rest of the game. And they're down to 17, Bellpost Hill. And Rob Cuttajar is still on the ground, so...
What on earth happened?
Don't know, didn't see it. And the umpires reported him. And it's going to be a free kick possibly as well. So that could be their grand final in that split second, I think, Bellpost Hill.
Well, it's something everyone feared, wasn't it? We've seen Nathan lives a life on the edge, and
Cuttajar's got the free kick now at half forward for East Geelong. So it wasn't even a bounce in the middle. And it is a free kick to Cuttajar. He's got it in the centre square and he goes long. Martin pushed away. Hoey's there as well. Martin, big thump away, close to the boundary line. Chamberlain, can he keep it in? No, he can't. He's happy to see it over. And it will be a throw-in. Right half forward flank, East Geelong into attack, about 60 around from goal. They're leading 8-4-52. Bellpost Hill 5-5-35, 17 points the difference. We've been playing 28 minutes second term. From the ruck contest, Cuttajar got it to the front. Lima wrapped up without the footy. Handball comes back towards McNamara over the top of it. Wrapped up without the footy. Should get a free kick now and will. Just inside defensive 50 for the Panthers. And Bo McNamara with the football. Chips it short.
I still can't believe what's happened.
So May goes from half back towards centre wing. Gergich picks it up on his bootstraps. Great pick up. Turns around, goes long towards half forward, but nobody there for Bellpost Hill. Scrobelak works his way across the ground and takes the mark uncontested for the Eagles. He just chips the ball up the line to Primke. He takes it on centre wing. Chips it back inboard to Liston. At true half-back flank. Just chipping it around close to siren time. The Eagles leading by 17 points. So Liston's got the football. Half-back flank. Just tries to chip it to centre wing. Hoey leads in the race for the football. Takes the mark out in front. Centre wing on the outer side. Drives it now with the right boot. Towards half forward. McInnes goes up. Got a couple against him. Falls to the front of the pack. Coming through Cuttajar. His handball over the top. Jenkins to run onto it for Bellpost Hill. Picks it up under pressure. Left foot kick around the corner. Gains 40 metres. And it's out of bounds for a throw in. Centre wing on the outer side. East Geelong 8-4-52. Bellpost Hill 5-5-35.
That's really going to put a dent in our Bellpost Hill's chances, isn't it?
It's going to take a fair sting out of both sides, I reckon. Bellpost Hill would be disappointed, but never mind. Got to go on now. That's all I can do. Tara at the back of the contest. Taps the ball down. Liston plucks it out of there. Now the ball went to Cuttajar. Didn't get a clean disposal. Picked up again by Liston. Goes to Hoey by hand, and Hoey, steam from centre wing, goes towards O'Leary, leads out for the race of the ball, doesn't pick it up in the half volley, still there, now he does, collects it, ducked in out of trouble, got out of there somehow, weaves his way back, went backwards to Jennings inside to Coy, and Ryan picks the ball up, Pisano chases, kick over the top, I think he went looking for Hoey, had too much carry on the ball, May's there, doesn't take clean possession, picked up there by Oppenlander, needs to handball out, does so, goes back to Liston round the corner. He misses.
He has missed.
Minor score, 8 goals, 5. East Geelong, 5-5. 3-goal lead to East Geelong, 30 and a half minutes gone. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel scoreboard.
Looks as though East Geelong are really, not being buoyed by Lewis being sent off, but they're going to look to ram home that advantage as quickly as they can heading into this half-time break, which will just be around the corner, you would have thought.
Lima kicks in for the Panthers wide, looking for Pisano, takes the mark at defensive 50, close to the boundary line at half back. Oh, chipped the ball, was terrible. Jennings chops it off for the Eagles. He's got Liston in support. He picks it up, Jennings, then he loses it, comes back to Liston. Handball to Chamberlain off a standing start. His kick's partly smothered. Fursland got it away by hand, back to Bott, off a step. Wide looking for Gergich, up against Primke. Comes off Gergich's head and out of bounds for a throw-in centre wing. Western side of the ground, 3 goals the difference. Close to siren time, 8-5-53 East Geelong. Bell Post Hill 5-5-35. Boundary throw-in for Tar. Over the head of the ruckman, goes back towards the middle. Howie can pick it up. It gets free. His handball over his head to Ryan Coy. Handball back inboard to Chamberlain. Off a step towards centre half forward. Closter coming out. Got his name written on it. Took the mark, the big fella. Great mark, Ryan Closter. Sean O'Leary gives him a lead. Goes in that direction. Oh, pinpoint pass, but chopped off beautifully by Bell Post Hill. Fursland wrapped up. Got one high and will take a free kick.
Great effort there by Fursland to get in the way, because as you said, that was a fantastic kick-in board there by Ryan Closter looking for O'Leary, but Fursland just...
Mick's just come on.
Michael O'Leary's just come on, with but he's had to come off again with the blood rule. He's had a bit of trouble with his face.
Yeah, O'Leary had a cut lip at quarter time, and it must have just opened up again.
So he's off and Cormac back on. So Fursland with the free kick. Deep in defence of Bell Post Hill. There is the siren for half-time. And it is East Geelong 8-5-53. And they lead Bell Post Hill 5-5-35. In that term, 5 goals 2 to Bell Post Hill, but 4 goals 3 to East Geelong against the Breeze, and they lead by 18 points at the main change. Dale, goal kickers to the half.
Yeah, goal kickers for East Geelong. Sean O'Leary with 2 and Pat Hulley with 2, 1 each to Josh Coy, Ryan Coy, Adam Scrobelak. And for the Bell Post Hill side, all individual goal kickers at this stage: Robbie May, Sean Lewis, Jamie Pyle, Rob Kavka and Andrew Venner.
So 18 points of difference at half-time in the 2009 Geelong District Football League Grand Final. East Geelong 8-5-53, leading Bell Post Hill 5-5-35. Take a break, and then we'll come back to the live and exclusive coverage on Channel 31 of the GDFL Grand Final for season 2009. Back after this.